Children, this is another question that I've taken in which we have to draw a histogram, where the question says the daily profits in rupees of 100 vegetable sellers are as follows. This is the data that is given. Profit earned from 0 to 50 rupees, there are 15 vegetable sellers. Profit earned from 50 to 100, there are 20 vegetable sellers. 100 to 50, there are 25 vegetable sellers. 150 to 200, 18 vegetable sellers. 200 to 250, 5 vegetable sellers. And 250 to 300, there are 17 vegetable sellers. And for this data, you have to express it on the histogram. As you can see over here, that for drawing a histogram, we are going to use a graph paper. That is important. And the second thing that is important is that whenever you are drawing a histogram on the graph paper, you are going to use only a pencil, not a black marker, not a black pen, not any other pen. Is it clear? Just remember this part. Now, always remember that the classes that are mentioned, that is, these are the classes that I'm talking about. This is the first class from 0 to 50, from 50 to 100. This is second class, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, and so on. These are the classes. So you are going to express the classes on the x-axis. That is this horizontal line, which I have marked it with an arrow. This horizontal line is termed as x-axis. So on the x-axis, you are going to mark all the values that are present in the class interval. That is, first value, you are going to mark it over here on this first line, 0. Then on the second line, you are going to mark 50. Then on the third line, you are going to mark 100. Then on the fourth line, you are going to mark 150. Then 200, then 250, and then 300. And on the vertical line, which I have labeled it as y-axis, on this you are going to mark the values related to the other quantity, that is the vegetable sellers that is given over there. As you can see in the data, that the number of vegetable sellers, most of the values are given in the multiples of 5, like 15, 20, 25, and 5. All these are the multiples of 5. So what we are going to do, we are going to take values in the multiple of 5. As you can see that the distance from this point and this point, I have labeled it as 5. That means there are 5 vegetable sellers in between this length. Then again, in between these 2 points, I have taken 10. Then in between these 2 points, I have taken 15. Then in between these 2 points, I have taken 20. Then in between these 2 points, I have taken 25, and so on till 30. Now the thing depends that if you want, you can take in the multiples of 2 also. That depends totally on you. So as you can see, I have done the scaling part also. I have shown you over here that x-axis is having 1 unit is equal to 50 rupees. Now what is this 1 unit? Actually 1 unit is the distance between these 2 points. In between these 2 lines, this is 1 unit, or you can say in between these 2 lines, this is called as 1 unit. So I've taken on the x-axis 1 unit, which is showing 50 rupees. The difference is 50 rupees. See, in this also 50 rupees. In this also 150 and 100 difference is 50 rupees. 200 and 150 difference is again 50 rupees. And on the y-axis, as you can see, I've taken 1 unit is equal to 5 vegetable sellers. So distance between these 2 points, this is 1 unit. And this 1 unit is showing how many vegetable sellers? Only 5. Similarly, over here also, how many vegetable sellers are being shown over here? That is only 5. So, as per to the data, as per to the first class interval, as you can see that the first class interval is from 0 to 50, and there are 15 vegetable sellers. So, what I'm going to do over here, this is the line which is expressing 15 over here. So, from this line, I'm going to draw a horizontal line, and till this vertical line, I'm going to draw another vertical line. So in this way, this is the first rectangular block that I'm going to draw, which will be expressing the data that 0 to 50 is the profit that is being earned by how many vegetable sellers? That is 15. Then the second class, if you are going to see, that is from 50 to 100. And in that class, there are 20 vegetable sellers. So I'm going to extend this vertical line further, and till this 20 line, I'm going to draw again a horizontal line, then a vertical line. This is the second rectangular block that I'm going to show, which shows that 50 to 100 rupees profit is being earned by 20 vegetable sellers. Similarly, for the next class, that is 100 to 150, the profit earned by 25 vegetable sellers. So I'm going to again extend this line further, and then I'm going to mark the horizontal line right from here, that is taking this line and marking it over here, and then vertically downwards. So 100 to 150, I'm going to draw this rectangular block which will be showing 25 vegetable sellers, and the same goes with the other classes also. So in a histogram we show the data graphically, and in this way we represent the data in the form of a rectangular blocks. Now one thing is there that this shading part that I've shown over here is just to make the histogram much more clear. That is not mandatory, that is up to you, but the one thing important part that you have to remember is that whenever you will be drawing a histogram, you need a graph paper that will be provided in the exam. And second of all thing is this, that you are going to draw everything with the help of a pencil. So in this way you can express this given data in the form of class intervals and values in this histogram.